Hello, I'm Vandana.
I'm Kavya.
I'm Sandhya.
We are from Sri Vishnu Engineering College for Women, Bhimvaram. And coming to our project, we are doing our project named Mobile Charging Using Radiations. The technology has been increasing day by day, and it has also become a part and parcel of our life. We came to a day where we can't come outside without having an electronic gadget in our hand. So many of us will be having a problem in which our battery in our phones getting exhausted. To overcome these problems and also in the cases of emergency where we can't find an electric pole to keep the charging of the mobile, and also we may be in a place where we can't get electricity. So keeping all this in view, and also uh, with increasing in technology in the harvesting energy harvesting techniques, we thought of harvesting these radiations to charge mobile phones. So we can see cell towers anywhere. So with the help of these radiations, and with using our kit, we can charge mobile phones instantly. This is our project block diagram. Here first comes RF harvesting block. Here the radiations are harvested to get converted into the DC voltage, and where our mobile gets charged. Here the radiations are received from the transponder section. The transponder is the one who which converts the radiations into the electrical signals, and next the electrical signals are boosted up into the boost converters. It is also called as DC to DC converter block and also a buck converter block. Here high DC voltages are converted into the low DC voltages, and next comes the system power block. Here the step down regulator, it is also called a step down regulator, and here the voltage gets regulated to the 5 volts and our mobile gets charged. Here in between we can also, in applications such as for charging rechargeable batteries like lithium ion battery, and here like these batteries are used in cameras and all, cameras, laptops which deal with the medium voltages. Our project deals with majorly three blocks. Here first comes the RF harvesting block. So a transponder is the one, as we know, the transponder is the one which receives RF signals and then converts to electrical signals. But here we are using this RF receiving antenna frequency from a function generator. Function generator is the one which generates the sine signals and square signals and all with high frequencies. And as we know that the RF signals range deals with 30 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz. So we are taking a medium frequency of 10 megahertz as input to this section. So the input from the function generator is given to the capacitor block. A capacitor, here the capacitor is placed in the RF harvesting block. The input is given to one terminal of this capacitor, is given to the circuit as follows. Next the input from the output from the capacitor is given to the one n the diode. The diode is 1N4822. Here it gets regulated when the output from the capacitor flows from, in the positive cycle. The first diode is in forward bias condition, and in the negative cycle the second diode will be in the forward bias condition. So only one diode will be working for every cycle. In the same way the output will be received at the second capacitor. So it is also similar to the charge pump section. In the charge pump there will be two cycles, one is positive half cycle and the negative half cycle. So here also in the positive half cycle, first diode will be in the forward and second diode will be in the reverse bias condition. Similarly, in the negative half cycle, the second diode will be in the forward bias condition and the first diode will be in the reverse bias condition. So for every cycle the circuit works. So the output will be from the second capacitor, and here also we placed an 10 microfarad capacitor. So the output will be coming from this 10 microfarad as 30 volts. It is a software schematic for the transponder section, and we simulated in the multisim software to see the output results. Here the input from the function generator is given to the transponder section. Here the capacitor, the one terminal is connected to the capacitor section and the other terminal is grounded. Next, the input from this transponder section, as we explained earlier, is we have placed in the multimeter in the output section. In the multimeter, we have connected one terminal from the another capacitor end, and next it is grounded. So the output is here obtained is 30 volts.
Here comes the second block of our project. It is known as DC to DC converter or buck converter. The input to the DC to DC converter is given from the previous block of our project known as transponder. The input is given to the resistor section of the block. Here the input is given to the resistor section of the block. The resistors are connected in series and one resistor is connected parallel to them. The resistance we used here were of different values. The resistors are connected to the IC LM74H, which is an op-amp with a very high gain. We also used two transistors, one is of NPN type and other is of PNP type. PC547 is used as NPN and BC556 is used as PNP, and the transistors were used in the switching purposes. The voltages coming from the two transistors will be of different types and we need the 12 volts as an output. There is a capacitor section with capacitor's value 100 microfarads and we need to check the output near the capacitors. We check the output near capacitor section. The output required is 12 volts. The 12 volts output is used to charge lithium ion batteries as a secondary usage.
The block here is step down regulator, and the input is from the DC to DC converter we have seen earlier, and the input is given to a capacitor which is of value 4.7 millifarad, and then the negative terminal of capacitor is grounded. The positive terminal of the capacitor is connected to the emitter of BC547, and the base is connected to the base of a BD140 with a resistor of value 470 ohm. The collector is connected to a light sources like LED with a resistor of value 330 ohm. It is because to regulate the current through when we are lighting up the LED sources. Next, the connection is from the emitter of BC547 and the emitter is connected to a collector of MJD2955. Next, the collector of BD140 is connected to the base of MJD2955 directly. Next, the base of MJD2955 is connected to a LM7805 step down regulator. The step down regulator is used here to regulate the output voltage to 5 volts. The output from 7805 regulator, which is of nearly 5 volts, is used for charging up batteries of mobile phones. Here we can see the charging of a battery when we are placed in a charging kit. Here in the kit we can observe that the lighting of the LED clearly shows us that the charging of the mobile phone.